Hello guys, and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. This is my official video to announce our first color along for the year 2022. And our very first color along is happening just around the corner in February. And we are doing Froggy February, hashtag Froggy February. That's going to be our very first color along. And it's a pretty simple one. I've got some rules for it, and they're very, very simple. Your page has to contain a frog or a toad. Toads are frogs, so either one will do. And it can be a frog with other animals, it can be a frog with a person. I'll even accept animals dressed up as frogs. I know there are some books out there that feature animals in costumes, so if it's like a cat dressed up in a frog costume, I'll accept that too. And I'll also accept frog-themed items. I have a book that I'm going to show you that has a boba tea in it that's in the shape of a frog. It's not a frog, but it's like in the shape of a frog, so that works as well. And they can be color by number. They can be pages you color yourself. It can be a mystery mosaic that you colored and it was a frog. Really, it doesn't matter as long as it's a frog. Realistic, chibi, you make it rainbow colors, you make it green. Just as long as it's a frog, then it's going to count for the hashtag, and we're going to upload them all month long on Instagram under the hashtag Froggy February, and Froggy is spelt with 2 G's, so it's F-R-O-G-G-Y. And I will post a little picture on my Instagram to get us started out to announce the tag over on Instagram there for people that don't watch my YouTube videos. I'm very excited to host this, and we're going to see how it goes because it is my first time hosting a color along. But I've already had people express interest in joining, and I'm very grateful for that. I wasn't sure how popular this tag would be. I do plan to do a color along or two for the tag on my channel, so some color and chats, but I was wondering if they should just be regular color and chats, or do you want me to talk about frogs? Because I have like endless books on frogs. I could give you like 1,000,000 frog fun facts, or I could just, talk about myself if you don't feel like learning any science. That's totally fair. I understand that. I know documentaries and stuff are kind of boring to some people, so it doesn't matter to me. And also contemplating if I should show all the pages that everyone does on the channel and how exactly to do that. My internet's not good enough for me to go live, otherwise I would go live and do a color and chat with you guys. But if I do show everyone's pages, do I just do a video, or I've taken all the pages from Instagram and I'd want to show everyone. I wouldn't want to leave anyone out. But then what if it's too long? I don't know. I haven't planned that exactly yet, but everything else is final. We're doing Froggy February. I gave you the rules at the beginning, and now I'm going to show you some books that have some frog pages in them. The reason I'm doing this is because I probably have some people out there that would like to participate, but you don't know if you have a book that has frog pages in it, and you don't want to go through your collection. So I thought I'd just show you a few books here that do have frog pictures in them, because I did mark some of them for myself to color next month. Now, I don't know if I'll get to color all of them, but I'm definitely going to try to color as many of them as I can. So, we're going to start out with one of my newest books here. It's Faces in the Forest by Jen Racine. You can already see there is a frog on the cover, and it's the second page in the book. So that's an option. Next we have Boba to Go, and this is the book where I'm telling you that it's not a frog itself, but it's like a frog-shaped item. So if you have another book that you've got like a frog-shaped cake or cupcakes or something, that would qualify too. So that's a page that's going to qualify. And I'm sure I'm missing some books and maybe even some pages in these books. These are just like off the top of my head what I knew had frogs in them and where those were. So Kawaii Animals by Coco Wayo. You have a frog on this page that sort of just has like a mishmash of a bunch of different animals. That one right there is a frog, of course. If you have Jade Summers' Forest Animals, illustrated by Alexandria Francese, I believe that is how you pronounce her name, then you do have a page with a toad on it. This is the only book I could think of that has a toad picture. And you've also got a page with a frog on it. And then we've got Secret Life of Forest Animals. And I'm not sure how to pronounce this artist's name. Stramina Tuzuzova. This is another Amazon printed book. You've got a frog in here on a lily pad singing. And then next up I have 3 Camellia Angelkova books. that have frogs in them, and her books are really good, cheap books that have tons of pictures. She's got some frogs and 50 summer miniatures. She's got 3 on one page. This little frog band. I've been waiting to color that picture. And then if you've got romantic miniatures for Valentine's Day, there is a frog page in here, so you could do 2 birds with 1 stone, Valentine's Day and frogs. It's this page right here. And then lastly, if any of you are doing Nikki and Niagara's year-long color-along in 50 jungle miniatures, you've got quite a few frog pages coming up in your book. First, we have this one, which would be good for Valentine's Day too. Next, we've got the leapfrog page with the frogs and the turtle. We've got the frogs going down the waterfall. We've got these frogs on the little plant here. And lastly, if I could get to the page, we've got these frogs on the very last page in the book, surrounded by a bunch of other animals. So those are some examples of books that I own that I know have frog pictures in them, but I also have a few just kind of off the top of my head that I've seen other people color in. Kirby Rosanna's Fragile World has a page with a bunch of tree frogs in it. And Adorable Animals by Jane Madej also has, I want to say, 2 grayscale frog pages in it. And then Jade Summer's newest book by Alexandria Francese, Cute and Lovely, also has 2 frog pages in it. So those are just some ideas for books that you can color in if you need some ideas, if you're wondering, do I have a frog page? These are the ones that I could think of off the top of my head. So we're all ready to go for Froggy February now, and I'm very, very excited to be hosting it. I don't know, like I said, if I'll be able to color all of the pages that I just showed. I would like to get to most of them, but of course I do want to color a few Valentine's Day pages. And I kind of wanted to keep this video a little more short and to the point, so it wasn't too long. I wanted everyone to be able to, be able to have time, sit down, watch the video, kind of get an idea of what we're kind of looking for to color. But hopefully I've given you a good enough idea and the rules are kind of easy enough, simple enough to follow. And hopefully you'll be joining me for #FroggyFebruary just next month in February. Thank you guys so much for watching.